All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakha Kodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach very well. Learned this truth from and salutation out there to the hopeful elect who continue to push this word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And also, Shalom to all the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And today, I have an article from RT News showing biblical prophecy coming to pass right before our eyes, man. Because nobody would have never thought that the so-called white man, BKA, better known as the Edomites, was going to get out of power. And for the lack of better words, not only us as Israelites been waiting for this, but even these other different nations, man. Everybody is tired of the wicked ruling upon the planet Earth, man. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and start off with a precept. Let's go to Proverbs, the 23rd chapter. Because ever since this guy been in power, Galatians 6 and 4 have been in full effect. What does it say? This guy have took peace from the planet Earth, man. You know? Let's go to Proverbs first, though. This is the book of Proverbs. Proverbs 29 verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And yes, everybody is mourning under this guy, under this devil, man. Whether it be you having to go to work every day, you have to buy gas from this devil in order to do your business. You have to go through him. Each and every way, this guy, he's oppressing people on every side. He's beating people to continual stroke, whether it be financially, whether it be physically, mentally. Hey, this guy, he's a terror to the planet Earth, man. Let's go ahead and go back to this article real quick from RT News, because it shows you everybody have been waiting on the downfall of Babylon the Great. This is an article from RT News. It says, while the West standoff with Russia and China is a big opportunity for the world's second-tier powers. And yes, you know, some of these second world countries and third world countries are waiting on their time to shine, man. They're waiting on their time to take out the big bad wolf, better known as Esau Edom, man. Let's go ahead and read just a little bit of this, and you can see it. Guys like North Korea continue to test missiles. You know, we already know Iran and Iraq, Brexit. All these different countries are coming together and shit is getting stirred up because everybody can smell blood from this place falling. Let's read just a little bit in this article. Let's go right here. It says the most important revelation of the first year of the open military political confrontation between Russia and the West is that international politics is being shaped by a significant group of states that do not seek to align themselves with the banners of their opposing sides. Moreover, they are pursuing their own active policies. Yes, because hey, when this devil is in power, he forces different policies upon you. He forces different laws upon you. But for the lack of better words, when they're wrapped up with China and Russia, hey, you can break free. You know? You can mix a couple taxes in, and then what is called them taxes they put upon you, tariffs and things like that. They try to block off trade centers. Hey, they can't do these different things no more because they have their hands busy with Ukraine, man. It get to a point that these people can't even take care of their own people because we gotta worry about them Amalekites over there, man. Let's go ahead and read a little bit more. It says, moreover, they are pursuing their own active policies, which are not entirely comfortable for either Russia or its adversaries. On the other hand, since Moscow is not the interior of tensions with the United States and its allies does not pursue an aggressive policy towards them, they restrain behavior of most of the world's countries becomes a factor that significantly influence the situation in favor of Russia's interests. So basically, hey, they're falling into Russia's favor by basically bucking up against this system, man. And by basically breaking off this Western society in the Western ways, man. Because this disease of the West have spread throughout the whole planet Earth, man. Like it says in the scriptures, the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. That's how he got the rulership of the whole planet Earth, and people are still suffering. You ask the people in Nagasaki about Fat Boy and Little Boy, they'll be traumatized about it. Even you don't even have to go 15 years ago. That little thing with uh, Little Bush and Iran and going over to the Middle East and basically robbing that place, you know, for the lack of better words, everybody have been affected with this guy being in rulership. So the only solution and the only reward is to take this guy out. And that's what these nations are finna get ready to do, man. Because they can see the weakness in him. Let's go ahead and go right here to Revelation. I mean, it's like it's to Isaiah. This is the book of Isaiah 14. Matter of fact, let's start right here. Let's go to Isaiah 14. We're going to jump back to Joel 3rd chapter. This is the book of Isaiah 14, and I'm going to jump down. Isaiah 14, and I'm going to start at verse 14. It says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And that's what this devil have been doing. He have a God complex, thinking nobody can take him out of power, thinking that he got in power on his own. You know, and think he's going to hold on to his power through bloodshed. You know? Let's continue on. It says, yet thou shalt be brought down to the sides of hell. It's like thou shalt be brought down to hell to the sides of the pit. So the Lord, he's going to humble you from that higher state. He's going to bring that eagle, the highest flying animal, down to the ground. Continuing on, though. It says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee. So if you see an eagle on the ground walking, that's gonna be a marvelous thing to see, because you regularly see eagles high up in the sky, man. Read this again. It says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Is this the same guy that dropped the bomb on Fat Boy, on Nagasaki? Is this the guy who created the atomic bombs? Is this the guy who raided the Middle East for oil and bullshit? Yes, it is. Let's get this nigga back for the shit that he did to us. That's the spirit that these nations are in, man. A sense of payback, man. A sense of let me get my lick back. And because ultimately these different nations are going to be the downfall to your kingdom. The nations that you ruled in anger, the nations that you fucked over, hey, they're going to be the same nations that's going to take you out. Let's go to Jeremiah real quick before I jump back to that Joel. Let's go to Jeremiah 51, and I'm going to start at verse, I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Yes, they drunk off this philosophy. They thought that this way of life of Esau was going to be beneficial unto them, but the only thing it was beneficial unto was your death. It was beneficial unto diseases creeping in your society, man. And even when you go into the history, type up on Google or even DuckDuckGo all the places that Bill Gates is banned from, man. It's so bad that they actually banning these people from fucking continents, man. You know? If you're in the Middle East, and I actually know a guy who's actually in the army, he told me, yeah, you know how we treat black people over here? They treat us like that on the other side of the world, and rightfully so, man. This proud devil have been ruling in the rigorous rulership of wickedness and thought he was going to get away with it. But Yahweh Shai got something for you. What he got for you? Let's continue on. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, it was so that she might be healed. Yeah, so the Lord said, yes, I'm going to take this damn devil down in an hour. But I'm going to hit this motherfucker with a grievous blow, and let's see if you get some band-aids and stimulus checks and different things, and see if this place is going to be able to bounce back. Let this guy go into different wars, because wars make money. And actually, wars actually cement your kingdom when you go into it. Even we go, especially in the Middle Ages, when different kings and stuff was fighting. You actually beat that king or defeat the king and take his land. That actually cemented your rulership. You go into King Henry But anyway, just going back, Esau, he's finna do the most to try to submit his rulership, man. He's finna do any and everything to try to start off this NWO. Now, real quick, fire, just spark some. Let's jump up because even in this article, it tells you about the NWO. Let's go at the top. It says we can all argue. So like we can argue all we like about how the new international order and what's that with new NIO? No, it's NWO, New World Order. It's the same thing, man. Esau just doing these different words trying to throw you off. It says, well, look, but one thing is clear, it would not resemble any previous incarnations. Yes, because this NWO is going to be based off a tiny device that's going to go inside your hand, man. This NWO is going to be different than the Roman Empire. And ultimately, why? Because of the technology. This is going to be the Roman Empire on steroids, the Roman Empire on 2.0. This is that deadly beast that was here, right here, that we're living in right now. But you're going to see you're going to see it in its perfection, you know, when this devil pushed forth these different plans, man. And the part of those plans is that charagma, which is going to get pushed throughout the whole planet Earth. Let's continue on. It says, history does not tend to repeat itself, which always means that the recourse of historical analogies remains a sign of international, intellectual unpreparedness for contemporary events. So these people are not going to be prepared for the events that's coming upon the planet Earth, man. And at the end of the day, it's the Lord that's making these different things happen. That's why it says he will come as a thief in the night. You're not going to be prepared when the thief comes. That's the same thing with the Lord. These people are not going to be prepared when all hell break loose, man. Especially these Edomites who never thought they was going to fall. Let's continue on. Jeremiah 51 in verse 9. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed, forsake her. Yes, man. They're going to forget this place, man. All these Hamites, they got these different gas stations, and Elam, they got these different chicken spots. They're going to say, fuck it. We're going back home. Continuing on. It says, forsake her, let us go, everyone to his own country, for her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the sky. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, he's finna jump in, man. He's finna be the power that's gonna bring this devil down. This is the same power that put him in power, but this is gonna be the same power that's gonna put him out of power, and rightfully so, for the bullshit and the things that he did throughout the whole planet Earth, man. And not only us, Israel, you know, that want this devil to fall. Hey, these other nations, you can ask Moab, you can ask Ishmael, you can ask Ham about the so-called white man. They're going to tell you that he's the devil. And I ain't talking about no American Hamite or no American Ishmaelite, man. I'm talking about a sand nigga, for the lack of better words, man. Let's go ahead and get this last piece up in Joel 3rd chapter, because even these sand niggas hate Esau, man. And they push forth the narrative like they're the worst thing in the Middle East, but you are the ones that's driving drones and sending out bombs and, you know, doing basically a blitz over there in order to get oil, man. That's how wicked these devils are. Let's go right here to verse Joel 3, and I'm going to jump down. Joel 3, and I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, proclaim ye among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. And yes, ultimately, that's what's going to happen, man. World War III, the battle of Yahweh Shaphat, man. You know, the Lord's judgment. The Lord is finna get ready to judge the planet Earth. You know, but it's all going to start with that World War III, man. It's going to be the climax, for the lack of better words, the climax of Esau society, and the climax of basically these nations turning their nose at this guy, man. Because NATO and the EU, they're not going to have that same juice that they had before. It's going to get to a point where even their own allies are going to turn their back on them. You know? And not only their allies, these different people, you see Moab bucking up against America. Again, it's a thing called Brexit. You know, not Africa. They doing trade with China. So basically, the West is being left out the deal. That's why it says in that article, these different second tier and third tier countries are the next ones up on the block. what they say, but it's really going to be the nation of Israel. Let's continue on though. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hook into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Yes. Because again, these devils, they actually yield the sword around in order to show you that they have the juice. But once everybody have their sword, then everybody's on a level playing field. That's why you can say Rocket Man and things like that. But how much you want to do? America's not going to test North Korea, man. For the lack of better words. Let's continue on though. It says, assemble yourselves and come, all you heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Yes, because hey, the Lord, He's going to gather you about the fight, man. Thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down. Let the heathen be wakened. Yes, they woken up into the bullshit. And basically, they're putting their investment into their military. They're not putting their investment into agriculture. They're not putting their investment into a Hollywood studios. No, they're putting their investment into war because they know the prophecies. Let's continue on, though. It says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, for there will I sit and judge all nations round about. So that's what the Lord is finna get ready to do, man. He's stirring things up upon the planet Earth so Esau can fall. And it's a build up into that, man. Ishmael gonna be involved, Elon gonna be involved, Moab gonna be involved, all just to shoot missiles upon this place, America. It tells you that in the book of Jeremiah 50 or Jeremiah 51, I forgot, but let all along surround and shoot your arrows at them, man. That's what it's gonna be, you know. Missiles must hit this place in order to cleanse this land. It's a reason why. All these different prophecies that's happening and all these different articles that coming out is not for GP. It's a reason why. Why? Because the Lord wanted it to happen, man. The Lord want Esau to get out of power, man. You know? So yeah, I keep my praise videos edifying. I want to say, call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim.